I'm happy, he said. I'm happy, he said. His stepdaughter was a bounty hunter. His stepdaughter was a bounty hunter. His house is cleaner than mine. His house is cleaner than mine. You never listen to me. You never listen to me. Our stepsister was a model. Our stepsister was a model. Can I be your assistant? Can I be your assistant? Do they have to guess? Do they have to guess? Isn't it a jury at noon? Isn't it a jury at noon? Didn't he diversify? Didn't he diversify? Can I go to the router? Can I go to the router? My neighbor is a soldier. My neighbor is a soldier. Your family member can wait in the waiting area. Your family member can wait in the waiting area. You were getting married. You were getting married. I was surprised to see him there. I was surprised to see him there. I'm happy being here. I'm happy being here. Couldn't he follow up now? Couldn't he follow up now? They have to meet at night. They have to meet at night. I'm always glad to see you. I'm always glad to see you. How much does a cup of tea cost? How much does a cup of tea cost? Can it act monthly? Can it act monthly? I'm tired, he said. I'm tired, he said. I'm a stranger to this neighborhood. I'm a stranger to this neighborhood. The cafeteria is on your right on the first floor. The cafeteria is on your right on the first floor. I have to go to school. I have to go to school. They go to school on their bicycles. They go to school on their bicycles. The company management is responsible for this decision. The company management is responsible for this decision. Then they wouldn't jump. Then they wouldn't jump. Do you have cars for people? Do you have cars for people? Whose car is parked outside? Whose car is parked outside? Your stepson was the second man. Your stepson was the second man. Is his stepbrother a golfer? Is his stepbrother a golfer? Shouldn't it always fly? Shouldn't it always fly? It didn't change every week. It didn't change every week. We will provide you with all necessary prescriptions. We will provide you with all necessary prescriptions. What can I give you? What can I give you? Can't there be a urologist at noon? Can't there be a urologist at noon? They play football expertly. They play football expertly. He often goes to the gym. He often goes to the gym. Would not organize. Would not organize. Mary baked a cake. Mary baked a cake. Stepmother nutritionist. Stepmother nutritionist. Their aunt is a judge of peace. Their aunt is a judge of peace. Should I quote it immediately? Should I quote it immediately? I shouldn't draw. I shouldn't draw. What is the main dish? What is the main dish? I am years old. I am years old. I need to study for midterm exams. I need to study for midterm exams. Can I tell you something? Can I tell you something? His car is cleaner than mine. His car is cleaner than mine. They don't like spicy food. They don't like spicy food. His stepdaughters were workers. His stepdaughters were workers. May I ask who's calling? May I ask who's calling? He could spend it. He could spend it. I want to give the floor to this. I want to give the floor to this. Can they work as secretaries immediately? Can they work as secretaries immediately? What a strong team! What a strong team! What exactly is the cycle time? What exactly is the cycle time? They loved watching comedies. They loved watching comedies. Vending machines are located near the elevators. Vending machines are located near the elevators. You may not guess. You may not guess. Last year I should answer. Last year I should answer. I was wondering this too. I was wondering this too. Can I go to the movies and TV button? Can I go to the movies and TV button? My sister called me this morning. My sister called me this morning. He sang in the school musical. He sang in the school musical. Can't I rarely produce? Can't I rarely produce? I need a day's leave. I need a day's leave. John, are you here? John, are you here? The library opens at 10 o'clock. The library opens at 10 o'clock. She had a very beautiful face. She had a very beautiful face. How did I use this? How did I use this? Can you lend me a pen? Can you lend me a pen? Can I go to the clock? Can I go to the clock? Do you have a pool? Do you have a pool? No problem. Such things happen. No problem. Such things happen. You never babysit. You never babysit. What's in the house salad? What's in the house salad? What is the house red wine? What is the house red wine? I want to start with Caesar salad. I want to start with Caesar salad. You are a true friend. You are a true friend. When will you go home? When will you go home? Should I drive out the warrior at dusk? Should I drive out the warrior at dusk? Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Your nephew was an ambassador. Your nephew was an ambassador. Here is a wonderful place. Here is a wonderful place. You don't practice law occasionally. You don't practice law occasionally. Were their siblings recruiters? Were their siblings recruiters? What's your favorite? What's your favorite? I'm lost, can you help me? I'm lost, can you help me? He could win the contest. He could win the contest. The cat is sleeping lazily. The cat is sleeping lazily. You will not dive into the water next year. You will not dive into the water next year. My mother-in-law was an acrobat. My mother-in-law was an acrobat. Computer on the table. Computer on the table. His wife is the controller. His wife is the controller. It is important to attend your follow-up appointments. It is important to attend your follow-up appointments. I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a great day. I'm interviewing you. I'm interviewing you. The weather is very nice today. The weather is very nice today. If the weather is wet, I won't go out. If the weather is wet, I won't go out. He would do it later. He would do it later. Can't I be a beekeeper from time to time? Can't I be a beekeeper from time to time? Do you like going to museums? Do you like going to museums? We couldn't get any points. We couldn't get any points. He's taking photos. He's taking photos. He's a chemistry genius. He's a chemistry genius. Is our brother a financier? Is our brother a financier? I think about you all the time. I think about you all the time. What's the last movie you watched? What's the last movie you watched? I'm sorry for mistake. I'm sorry for mistake. Let me get you some water. Let me get you some water. Are his brothers dock workers? Are his brothers dock workers? I have breakfast every morning. I have breakfast every morning. The beach is my happy place. The beach is my happy place. I want to learn to play chess. I want to learn to play chess. Won't he take care of the dawn? Won't he take care of the dawn? Could he count right away? Could he count right away? This is too much work. This is too much work. What kind of exercises do you do? What kind of exercises do you do? Was my mother a paramedic? Was my mother a paramedic? Can I go to the document? Can I go to the document? The rain stopped in the evening. The rain stopped in the evening. He will write a book. He will write a book. I recommend you learn English. I recommend you learn English. Why do you want to know? Why do you want to know? Does anyone have any suggestions? Does anyone have any suggestions? Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. Was his stepdaughter a golfer? Was his stepdaughter a golfer? Play devil's advocate. Play devil's advocate. He watches movies at home. He watches movies at home. Shouldn't I stay? Shouldn't I stay? This movie really resonates. This movie really resonates. Wasn't he shot? Wasn't he shot? He always forgets his keys. He always forgets his keys. Can I go to the poster? Can I go to the poster? He doesn't like coffee. He doesn't like coffee. We couldn't lobby every year. We couldn't lobby every year. Everyone ate the cake. Everyone ate the cake. Get advice from someone. Get advice from someone. He needs to fix his bike. He needs to fix his bike. She is never a cleaner. She is never a cleaner. He enjoys hiking in the mountains. He enjoys hiking in the mountains. Your brothers were cleaner. Your brothers were cleaner. He hated going to school. He hated going to school. I can't believe what just happened. I can't believe what just happened. Could you please pass the salt? Could you please pass the salt? I just lost track of time. I just lost track of time. He drank a glass of water. He drank a glass of water. We can make inspectors every day. We can make inspectors every day. Is their neighbor a gynecologist? Is their neighbor a gynecologist? He started a new job. He started a new job. I had an accident last night. I had an accident last night. The house was rented to a family. The house was rented to a family. She couldn't become a midwife at that time. She couldn't become a midwife at that time. Can't I pull it? Can't I pull it? He has a younger sister. He has a younger sister. How did you get it? How did you get it? How fun! How fun! I have to go to the bank. I have to go to the bank. This is my favorite book. This is my favorite book. I totally disagree. I totally disagree. Do you have any travel tips? Do you have any travel tips? Shouldn't he carry it then? Shouldn't he carry it then? Have you seen the last movie? Have you seen the last movie? What do you recommend? What do you recommend? My father left the house before I came. My father left the house before I came. I like your shoes. I like your shoes. I can't look. I can't look. International law is important for regulating international relations. International law is important for regulating international relations. Maybe one day job. Maybe one day job. Do you forget? Do you forget? The dog is so cute. The dog is so cute. I have to study for the math exam on Tuesday. I have to study for the math exam on Tuesday. I immediately became a warrior. I immediately became a warrior. Can you believe how hot it is today? Can you believe how hot it is today? I couldn't leave him. I couldn't leave him. Is your friend a carrier? Is your friend a carrier? How have you been? How have you been? This is very bad. This is very bad. May not usually rule. May not usually rule. I beg to differ. I beg to differ. Continue to remain silent. Continue to remain silent. You are a creative thinker. You are a creative thinker. Can it be successful? Can it be successful? Is your colleague an accountant? Is your colleague an accountant? You shouldn't do pottery next year. You shouldn't do pottery next year. I have a lot of insight. I have a lot of insight. You dance often. You dance often. I've been living here since 2012. I've been living here since 2012. It may rain later today. It may rain later today. There is a bicycle in the backyard. There is a bicycle in the backyard. Not all options are suitable. Not all options are suitable. Is my colleague a technician? Is my colleague a technician? You are early today. You are early today. I shouldn't have arrested him sooner. I shouldn't have arrested him sooner. Did you rarely direct? Did you rarely direct? My brother was a nurse. My brother was a nurse. Do you play the piano? Do you play the piano? Can we play every day? Can we play every day? I have a new car. I have a new car.